When DMX died in April from a drug overdose, it made news around the world. But the sad fact is, for every headline of a celebrity ODing, there are tens of thousands of ordinary people, parents, siblings, and friends who pay the ultimate price for their addiction away from the spotlight.
These are not just statistics. Each death represents a loved one that was lost to, the disease of addiction.
The latest provisional stats released Wednesday by the CDC reveal more than 100,000 people died of a drug overdose in the one-year period from April 2020 to April 2021. That's a 30% increase. Ted Anastasiou, an attorney and former addict who's been clean for several years now, lost 3 friends to a drug overdose, all during the pandemic. He's now a junior board member for the recovery advocacy organization Shatterproof, and hopes others can find hope in his story, which began with alcohol abuse in high school, cocaine abuse in college, and a recovery that began 6 years ago.
When I was using, I clearly harmed a lot of people, friends, loved ones, relationships that now I take responsibility for, and I'm on the road to hopefully fixing that.
Dr. Paul Christo is an associate professor at Johns Hopkins Medicine and host of the Sirius XM show Aches and Gains. Dr. Christo describes what amounts to a perfect storm for increased overdoses, specifically the toxic combination of pandemic-induced isolation over the last year, combined with the increased availability on the street of the powerful opioid fentanyl.
A tiny little bit of it that's ingested, for example, inhaled or injected intravenously, can lead to death pretty quickly.
For Ted, all of the drugs and hard partying are indeed in his rearview mirror. One success story against the news of a worsening drug crisis in America.
The amount of folks I've seen in recovery that did a complete 180.
Yourself included?
I'm working on there, but it was, if I knew where I was today as opposed to 6 years ago, I'll be doing backflips.
Shatterproof, the organization that Ted works with, is pushing for a number of solutions to reduce the number of fatal overdoses. They include increasing the number of effective interventions for addicts, reducing the stigma associated with addiction, and increasing access to naloxone, the drug that can stop an overdose in its tracks. We're live in Midtown tonight. Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.